Hello everybody, I am Ergün Ay ÖZDİLKURAL. Today I'm gonna present to you particular wisdom from the Barry Schwartz. Barry Schwartz is born in August 15, 1946 and is an American psychologist. Schwartz is the Darwin Cartwright Professor of the Social Theory and the Social Action at the Swarthmore College and since 2016 has been the visiting professor at the University of California, Berkeley. First topic is the healthcare. Healthcare, it is no longer the case in the United States that you go to the doctor and the doctor tells you what to do. Instead, you go to the doctor and the doctor tells you we could do an option A or we could do the option B. A has these benefits and these risks. B has these benefits and these risks. What do you want to do? And you say the doctor, what should I do? And the doctors repeat the same sentences. Uh, this A have benefits, B have these benefits, and you say, and if you are me and I doctor, and what would you do? And the doctor says, I'm not you. And here, patient's autonomy is going to be here. Result is we call the patient autonomy, and which makes it sounds like good things, but what it really is shifting of the burden and the responsibility from the decision making from somebody who knows something they move the doctor somebody's who know the nothing and is almost certainly sick and then thus not to be best shape to make decision making. It's namely is the patient. Escalation of the expectation. When you start wear jeans, they are feel uncomfortable, and when you start to wear them and wash them, it feels start to feel okay, and then the beast become the comfortable. When you go to replace jeans for buy new jeans, after the years, shopkeeper said, "Do you want this? Do you want the jean? It's slim fit, easy fit, and etc. etc." And you start to try on them, and to spend an hour to trying on these old jeans, you decide that the best thing jeans you best best fitting jeans you are already have. A reason is all of this option is available and your expectation about how good a pair of jeans should be aware of. And you may lead the very low expectation and or had no particular expectation and you have only one flower when you came in the 100 flowers one of them should be imperfect. Adding the option to people's lives can't be helped but the increased expectations people's have about have good those options will be and what they going to produce is less satisfaction with results even when they are the good results. And the secrets of happiness from here is low expectation. Low expectation is makes you happier when the things happen. It's like buying jeans. Particular problem of the modern affluent Western societies. And it's expensive, complicated truth. It's not simply that they don't help; they actually hurt, and they actually makes us worse off. If they of what enables people in the society to make all of the choices, we make the shift to the societies which people have to few options not only those people's lives be improved, but ours will be improved also. This is what economists call a petro improving mode. And the two tools for repairing. One tool is rule more and more rules, and the more details rules. Closer that the close regulation. The other tools innovators. If we can find a way to create smart individuals so that people do well by doing that, and the system will take care of itself. If the only can find the right rules and the right individuals, we need the character. Um, two tools two tools refers from the rule. It's making more and more rules and to make the detailed ones. In systems, if we can't find way to create smart innovators, the system will take care of it itself. Particle wisdom. Aristotle called them the particle wisdom. We currently make the things better out of the social interaction. It's actually making them worse. Let's talk about this of the janitor who works at the major medical center in the Midwest. A lot of characteristic duties needed to him, and the related duties are more characteristic duties. Psychologists who interviewed the janitor and the colleges about their works and how janitors cleaned the room patterns. And the janitor did something effortlessly. He did immediately. And the janitor needs to know when to go forward and when to back off. And the janitor learned how to this, how to do this by basically having a lot of experience having with grown sick people. Meter cost, benefit cost calculation. Oh, sorry. If the people choose between the less option, they generally become more satisfied from the result. And they compare to more options decisions because of it says it's easy to imagine that some alternatives out there would have been better. And that leads to compare options and they end up to this point. Point. What can be done? It's find the sweet spot, spare the principal and the agent, pay the attention to choice architecture, pay attention to this how this option structured, and they have to make them the easy as possible for the decision maker for choosing the best option. The most important characteristic of choice architecture is to pay attention to what happens when the people do nothing, because most of the time people do nothing. Libertarian paternalism, and you give a people option, give a people options, but you your structure the options so that people are nudged in the direction. What that you have an independent reason to believe is the direction that they would choose. And and so as a provider of the good, all of these world's information, you have an enormous opportunity to test to do precisely this, making basically with this result and of the every search anyone does. You not the people in their direction and make it hard for them you to go in the wrong decision. And the American is broken part political is the wisdom. The teachers, doctors, bankers, and the book. His main idea is the American is broken. Teachers don't know kids well enough to each enough to give each them all what they need, and they don't send them to care enough to find out what our kids needs. And the doctor rush through the office visits. It's 7 minutes hardly having the opportunity to get know us our office visits. The doctors are mostly spent with the watching the doctor stairs and at the laptop. The bankers nearly the wrecked the world economy, and it seems to me the jury is still about whether the world economy will be saved. Nothing is the working on the countries we should. And the projects, I don't, I forget to delete them. And thank you for listening.